Sunday morning at 3:30 a.m. Yes, 3:30 a.m. I met up over at Dogman at Mike's place. We were taking his 5 puppies to the transport to go up to Minnesota and to their new forever homes. So yeah, met up at 5 a.m. in Belleville. They had arranged a transport. There were, I don't know, 10 or so other folks that had extra dogs. And so they had a big, you know, pull behind enclosed trailer with air conditioning in it. And yeah, I imagine that's 16-18 hour drive. The name of the operation is Furry Tales Rescue. I'm going to put a link to Dogman's video. He'll have more information on it, and that's just a great video for all you guys to watch to see how these transports work. And I'm going to put a link to Furry Tales Rescue on Facebook if you want to help contribute to their cause. They do this all the time, year after year, and finding new homes for extra dogs. And yeah, so yeah, Mike gets all the credit. I showed up for a few hours when a second pair of hands was needed, but Mike deserves all the credit on, you know, raising them and buying all their food and, you know, raising the puppies to get them to this point and their shots and all that stuff. So Mike gets credit, and now Furry Tales Rescue, they get the credit for finding these extra dogs new homes. So have a look at Furry Tales Rescue and at Dogman's video. It's yeah, I think that's an important video for people around here to watch, and maybe they'll get their dogs fixed instead of anyway. Go watch Dogman's video. Oof. The Dogman is turning into a dog. Yep. So I got him kenneled up here. We just dropped off the 5 puppies, so he's got a new place to live. You ain't got no puppies in there, so now you can turn that into a
lawnmower storage workshop. I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave the back kennel up in case I get an injured dog or something put in there. I don't know.
You ain't got to decide today. You ain't got to decide today.
Yeah.
So we woke up, you woke up at like 2, I woke up at 2:45. We had to meet them at 5 o'clock. And we got there, and he's got a lot more video, so you're gonna go to check out Dogman's video.
The last 5 months from the day they were born. He was here, he helped me move them.
Yeah, so we're rehoming the 5, Mike's rehoming the 5 puppies. And there were probably 8-10 other cars there full of other puppies and other dogs. And it was an air-conditioned trailer.
Yep.
And they're taking them to Minnesota. And
they just stop.
How does that work?
They just stop for gas. They check on the dogs. If anybody needs, you know, they pretty much just go. They'll stop for gas. They look in on them. If anybody needs anything, they, you know, but there was probably 50-60 dogs in that trailer of all different ages, mostly puppies, but there's big ones, little ones. It's hard work that they do.
Yeah, it is. And I'm going to put a link down below to their, what is it, Furry Tales Rescue? Yep. They're based here in Arkansas. And boy, I tell you, they do a good job finding new homes and transporting them all across the country. And
taking care of the spay and neuters. Before these dogs could even think of going, they had to be spayed and neutered. Parvo shots, all that. Me and Jeff actually did that ourselves. He helped me out with that. So there's a lot of work involved before it happens. And it's been a 5-month process, so.
Yep.
Yeah, they could use some help.
All right, I gotta go home and feed the chickens, then go back to bed. Yeah. But yeah, we got it all taken care of. They're gonna be happy and healthy up in Minnesota. They're gonna stay cool in the summer. They'll be indoors in the winter, because yeah, so they'll be living the life up there, and that's a good thing, because it would be just so easy to discard them, but it's nice that that's not happening. They're getting live full, healthy lives.
But there's a lot of them here that don't make it.
Yep.
A lot.
Yep. For every truckload, there's probably 10 truckloads that don't. So
Yep.
They're doing good work. All right, I'll catch you later. Go check out Dog Man.
Happy trail.
Welcome back to Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. This is a butterfly. Hack something? I don't know. I used to know the name of this butterfly, but it escapes me now. All right, I am here at the new homestead. I gotta use that hand, little butterfly. And what I'm doing today is mapping out where the shed to house, the tiny cabin, the house, whatever you want to call it. I'm mapping it out because hopefully the driveway will go in this week. Hampered by rain this weekend, so it's looking like tomorrow. We'll see about that. I'm kind of in the shade. And I will be back out here when that happens. We'll determine that later. But yeah, so today I was mapping out 12 by 40 and then another 8 feet, because I would like to put an 8-foot addition on the back of that. Not right away, when funds allow. And so I did the 12 by 40 in orange and the extra 8 feet addition in white. That way when he's putting in the bulldozer, he knows where to stop. And kind of tricky. There's one big stump, and I don't want to put it on a corner or along the edge. It's a pine, so the stump does not have to come out, but the supports, I don't want the supports right on top of it or right next to it. So that's how I ended up positioning the 12 by 40 cabin. And yeah. Yeah, you probably can't see the flags, but there's orange flags marking the 12 by 40 and then white flags going out another 8 feet for the addition. And yeah, so that is the plan. There is one big pine stump there that we're straddling. So we can leave that in there. The pine's not going to grow back. It will rot over time. That's why we're straddling it. So the supports for the cabin can be far enough away from it that it won't affect it that much. There's always going to be settling. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then in that corner, there's another stump that I'm avoiding. So it was working around the stumps pretty much. That sold me on this spot. The front door will be facing that way. I'm gonna be having Drew clear out all the small stuff. I mean, you can see the big trees in front. Those are trees that I want to keep, you know, trees of that size. But you can also see a lot of smaller trees, and all those smaller ones are gonna go so that I can rotate chickens out there also. Yeah, so that'll be what Drew is working on coming up. And he's dug up, you can see all the stumps. So he got all the stumps out of here around the house, yeah, and in the driveway in there. And so yeah, tomorrow afternoon about this time I might have a driveway coming right through those trees from the lane right in here. The property seller, the bulldozer guy that they hired, he was out here this morning working around. Let's walk out there and look at more of his work. So he's going to do my driveway for me. He's got a truck and access to gravel and the bulldozer to spread it, and that's what he does for a living. So he'll have that done probably pretty darn fast. And you can see his bulldozer there, and that's Drew's backhoe. So yeah, tomorrow, a driveway at the new Bobblehead Homestead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Probably doesn't look a lot different than yesterday or the last video. But you were looking at it from the lane last time. I was driving down the lane being lazy. This time you can see it from where the driveway will come. All right, and that vehicle, that's the next door property owner. And that my property line's right in front of where their car is parked. So this was, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So much work that saved us. So that's a good deal. I don't get a break on my price of the property, but that is okay with me. Because it would probably save Drew a week of work trying to get the same amount of work done. And yeah, I ordered some seeds. Let me turn around and talk about that. All of this freshly dug up earth and whatever seeds are there are gonna pop up first. Yeah, so I was in a hurry doing seed research for this region of the country. That is my northwest, the corner of my property, and there's a little stream that'll run through there during big rains. So that's the north corner, and you can see a lot of this land behind me is all barren, so to speak. And then coming up this way, you can see a lot more area. I am gonna say this is a little bit over an acre. I know it's 330 feet from the north corner to the south corner. And I know that we measured about 120 feet to the, just past the power lines. So that'd be a little bit over an acre. And so that's how I could figure out how much seed to get. And I won't go into it really in depth, but I'll wait until the seeds come. Hopefully they get here sooner. I'm gonna have to wait until it looks like it's gonna rain the day before, spread the seed, like the day it's supposed to rain. I don't know, something like that. I haven't done all my research yet, but I did order seed, and what I got was, it's kind of a poultry pasture mix. And because one thing I'm gonna do to get started out, I was thinking about when all that debris was here, we were gonna dig holes, bury it, burn and bury it, and then pile it back up, and then I was gonna put berries on top of it. But change plans, somebody with a bulldozer shows up, paid for by somebody else. Yeah, I'll change my plans. So I am going to, I'm gonna plant some grass, but not a lot of grasses. I got a poultry pasture mix. What I'm probably gonna wanna do to start out is run some chickens up and down these power lines. I won't put a permanent, chicken coop under the power lines. The fencing, those I can pick up and move in a matter of just a few minutes. So if I put the chicken coops far enough away from the power lines, in there, I can still rotate the chickens through here. So I got a poultry pasture mix. It had 4 different types of clover that are, and I wanted heat tolerant. This is full sun. So yeah, 4 different types of clover. And it has buckwheat, heat tolerant buckwheat, and it has flax, a full sun, southern part of the country flax. And so that'll be like grazing food for the chickens. So if I can get that down here in the next couple weeks, plenty of time by this fall and freezing temperatures for it to get a start. Now there's still going to be weeds and stuff in there, but that's fine. So yeah, and then but I'm not going to do the whole thing in the chicken seed. I also got, I don't believe in mowing lawns. I believe in eating sheep. So I also got some fescue. It's a sheep fescue. It's more nutritious for sheep and anyway, all that stuff. So I got some sheep fescue, and I don't know if I'm gonna mix it all together or exactly how I'm gonna do that. But I got plenty of sheep fescue and that poultry mix to cover this acre plus, except for on the south side of my driveway. There's really not enough space there on the south side of the driveway for me to run. I mean, I could put a flock there, but it's right up against the neighbors, and so I'll just put the some fescue there, just some regular fescue grass, and then I also got some bulk wildflower seeds. And I'm walking up here so I can show you the area that I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, behind me you can see that electric pole. So behind the electric pole, I don't know how far that is, maybe 30-40 feet. There's just a patch in there between the lane and the electric pole. So I'm gonna put some cosmos and some sweet William and some blanket flower. So I'll just cover that area with some fescue grass and then some wildflowers. And you never know with this stuff. A lot of it depends on the weather and, you know, all that kinds of stuff. But I figured I better do something. Better do it now, and at least some of it should take hold. And like the clover and stuff like that, once it gets a hold, it's gonna, you know, it's the first step of taking over bare ground. All right, enough about the grass. I did not show you the culvert being put in because I wasn't here while he was doing it. Drew from Drew's Lens put in the culvert with his backhoe, and hopefully he was filming, so you wanna be watching his channel. It's a 15-inch diameter and 24 feet long. And if you want to see Drew doing his very first culvert ever, I think he did a fine job. And I asked the bulldozer guy who does driveways for a living, and he said, yeah, that's a fine job. So he did a fine job. And check out Drew's Lens. He might have an upcoming video where he shows how to put in a culvert alongside a lane going in to a new homestead. All right, it is, I don't know, 2-ish. I am out of here for the day. I might even make it home in time for a nap. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be nice. I will be back out here tomorrow. Unless, you know, something comes up, he will be doing the driveway tomorrow. So I will be back out here probably in the morning tomorrow. We'll be seeing about a driveway getting in here. And bing, bang, boom, stuff is happening. Yeah, it's just great timing. I couldn't have planned this better. I was trying to plan this better, and I couldn't have done it. Just so happened the property seller hired the bulldozer right when Drew was up here so that Drew could put the culvert in, because you can't put a culvert in with a bulldozer. Well, I guess you could. I don't know how to do it. But yeah, Drew's backhoe just dug the trench for the culvert, and without that culvert in there, you know, I might not have been ready to put the driveway in. And him doing the job while his bulldozer is already here, yeah, I just couldn't have planned this out any better. So we'll see. It's not done yet. We'll see tomorrow when the driveway comes in. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for helping me out so that I can hire Drew to come out here and do all this kind of stuff. So not only did you help me, you helped Drew out also. So thank you, everybody watching my videos, all of my members, everybody who pitched in to help me get this place. You're helping out more than me, and there will be more help that I'll be sharing around in the future, I hope. So, all right, take it easy.